Dram.
I'm Poo. Did I call you Dram?
That's all right. I would love to be confused for Dram.
I just want to ask questions about Dram. I thought that's what we were doing.
That's why I started running the game, was because I wanted to know more about Dram.
Right.
And how dreamy he is.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, I'm just going to ask you questions about Dram.
Okay.
All right. And that's you're just going to have to be okay with that.
All right.
All right. So, how amazing is Dram?
I mean, I don't know if you guys have ever seen Dram in person, but he's amongst the greatest looking human beings that have ever lived.
Yeah.
Yeah. And he's really good at Mario World, so.
All right. I guess I could ask a couple questions about you, like one or two. All right, so the first one, I just like this. It's just a very random question from social media, okay? We got the account What Scares You asking an app question with, hey, Pooh, what scares you? Is the answer Dram World 2?
Well, yeah, this game does scare me here today. I mean, not like day to day, but playing in a marathon setting is pretty unsafe, I would say. I really am amazed that GDQ is letting me do this at all. Like, it could go really, really well, or it could go really, really bad really quick. So I'm pretty excited to see what's going to happen. Like, 3 out of 4 runs are really good, and then that 4th run is just like...
Yeah, you never know.
Yeah. Yeah.
Excellent. All right, well, that leads us into our next one from Amaryllis Masaki. They ask, how many times do you think you will die in this run?
I'm shooting for less than 50.
All right.
So in 50, that sounds like a lot, but in that game, it's really not that bad.
Super fast iteration.
Yeah. I mean, it depends what level I die in. I guess it's going to be pretty fast. There's a couple that'll be pretty good. I'm rooting for less than 50, I would say. So anything less than 50, it's a good run.
Yeah, I got 50. I'm thinking 14.
Oh, well, yeah. I mean, I'm 14 is the record.
All
14.
right, yeah, let's do it.
My lowest is 10. The lowest I've ever done is 10. Before that, it was 14. So yeah,
well, there you
I'd be stoked on anything in the teens. Yeah.
All right. Well, I want to ask you just my own question of what really drew you to Dram World 2? Was it just your love for Super Mario, or was it more just challenges you want to do in games?
Yeah, no, I love challenging games. And beyond that, I love what Panga does. I first discovered Panga. I've been doing this for a long time. I first discovered Panga through Mario Maker. And once I kind of went through all his levels in there, I was like, well, what else has he made? And so that led me to Dram World 1, and I became obsessed with that. And then when Dram 2 came out, it was just a very natural transition to get that, to go for that game too. So yeah, honestly, the last 2 years of my life have really been spending time playing Panga's levels. So yeah.
Can't get enough.
Yeah, exactly.
All right, well, I always love to hear where people's screen names came from, and Dr. Motorcycle is asking, where did the name Grand Pooh Bear come from?
So I had a childhood friend named Christopher Robin, and you wouldn't believe this.
Really?
Yeah, I was actually a lot bigger than him growing up, despite not being much taller than him now. So everyone used to call me Pooh Bear at first when we were the same height, but then I got bigger than him.
Why do I feel you're just repeating the story of Winnie the Pooh?
If you ask me on Monday, I'll have a new story for you. So.
All right.
Yeah.
Are you sure this isn't going to go somewhere where you just got a bunch of honey?
One of my stories, so yeah. Yeah.
Basically, just friends called you the whole time, and you thought that was pretty grand.
That's a better version than the stories. We'll go with that.
Okay, cool. All right, well, the Shaded Master, I'm going to fly through a bunch of social media because we got a lot of people loving Pooh Bear out there and really want to get their questions in. So the Shaded Master asks, what is your favorite level in the room?
It's probably a tie because there's 2 of them. There's one called Shell, which is kind of a play off a really famous Mario Maker that Mega made as well. It's the level I'm going to probably die on the most here in this run. But it's non-stop. I actually it's been a fan. And then there's also this one called The Babysitter, which is it's actually an auto-scroller, so you think it wouldn't be that great, but it's just so visually appeasing that it's really fun to play. It's definitely my favorite level. My least favorite is the live dolphin level. It's the worst thing Panga's ever made. It's not even close. It's crap. It's doo-doo. So, yeah.
All right. How excited for you are you for the individual?
Oh, the save the baby Yoshis or kill the baby Yoshis? Yeah. Okay, so they actually have it wrong. The baby Yoshis is shorter, and killing the Yoshis takes longer.
So we got it backwards.
Yeah, but that's okay. That's okay. Either way, I really want to kill the baby Yoshis. Yoshis are rules. They are not to be saved. So and also in my run, I always save them because they're faster. So I really would like to dump them down there. Three colored baby Yoshis. They're super cute. They need to die.
You heard it here first, folks. Donate to save the Yoshis, you monster. All right, well, Phoebe, last name that I'm not going to be able to pronounce correctly, asks, how insane do you have to be to not just get through Super Dram World, but to go ultra?
I don't know if you have to be insane. I think you got to have a lot of patience. You definitely have to not be